in the talking about the red zone success that we've been having. Been nice to get 3 points a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, but hey, yes, it would. But hey,
I don't get that, man.
I don't. He's got some incriminating evidence of somebody, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's like, what is this stat, Alondra?
Sorry, I was doing it in your ear so nobody else heard me.
Yeah, what is that stat?
Blake Grupe is 33rd in field goal percentage in the NFL.
Yeah,
32
There's
teams,
only
by the way.
32.
Yeah.
There's only 32.
32 teams, by the way.
What? I mean, in a day and age, Nick, where you can just find a kicker that will bomb a 55-yarder now right down the middle.
That's short.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can find that. Like, what is that?
What? Yeah, I mean,
he's also a captain, by the way. But
yeah.
Yes. Like if it's only one, like if the Chicago one's the only one, okay, you missed from 53, it's raining out, whatever. But like that's the fifth miss in seven or fifth game that he's missed kicks in. There's only been 7 games, multiple misses in some of them. I don't understand it. I don't know how you can credibly like sitting there and say like you're trying to win games if you got a kicker who can't hit kicks. Like at a certain point, like man, can you really let down the other whatever 89 guys on the roster like as a kicker? And you want to stand by him, like, after all these misses?
Look at this. We're looking at this picture, Nick. I don't know if you can see. It looks like a Halloween costume.
No. It looks like a Disney movie where you traded bodies with someone and you got a chance to play in the National Football League. Like
that's from the last game.
Oh,
That is up to date.
I know.
Wow.
Is that even a conversation, though, like trying out different kickers on a Monday?
I mean, I've asked a bunch of times, and they just keep saying, like, hey, look, we're going to ride with him, and if he comes through this, we're going to have a better kicker than we'd have if we went out and got some. But, like, here's my thing. Like, if he was a guy for the last couple of years, like, hitting 62-yarders, 60-yarders, which it seems like everybody's doing now, and he's shortening the field for you, great. But, like, he's never had that, like, super long-distance range. So, like, even relative to other kickers, like, he's kind of lengthening the field for you. Like, he's been an average kicker. And – like nice guy. Like I think everybody on the team likes him, but you gotta hit your kicks, man.
All right, it's like when you're trying to set up your buddy with your girlfriend's friend. She's like, she's got a great personality. Like you just called him a nice guy.
Great guy though. Great guy though, man. Great guy.
All right, our kicker is really nice.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Nick, do you remember that? You remember that one time that the Saints traded a 4th-round pick for a receiver from Denver? Where'd he go?
I can't.
He played 14, 15 plays.
Like, I don't even know what to say about it.
Is he nice too?
No, I hardly talk to him because like there hasn't been a reason to. There's like you traded a 4th rounder for a guy that's 28 years old. You're halfway through the season. Yeah. He's done nothing. Like you could have told me on it, like, hey, look, we're gonna go get this guy. Like this was a guy that was available. It was better than trading for an old guy. We're gonna bring him in. Spencer Rattler needs a 6'3" guy to help him on 3rd down.
Yeah.
He needs a 6'3" guy to help him in the red zone. That's gonna help his development. We're gonna invest in this. This is really about Spencer Rattler. Get this guy in the building. Whatever. He's kind of old. Probably won't get in the second contract. But he can help the quarterback. He's not helping the quarterback on 3rd down. They're throwing a slant to Shaheed, trying to get inside leverage. Like, man, where's the big guy? Like that's where you should be throwing him the ball. It's very weird to me. A very weird move. There's 10 games left. Like, man, he's really got to turn it on. Or like, it's a 4th rounder for a guy that's 28 years old, and you're coming up to a draft where there's like a lot of receivers. It's kind of a colossal error if like this thing doesn't hit. Like, and there's been a few of them. Like, was Brandon Cooks? What's he doing on this team? Like, where does that make sense? Like, the Juwan Johnson contract doesn't make sense. Like, they've made some very, very questionable decisions with like how this team is built and where they invested. And it just doesn't make a ton of sense right now.
No, I mean it doesn't. And you look at the weapons. I mean, like Brandon Cooks has certainly had his day in the sun in the NFL. I mean, he's been a guy that's multiple teams, 1,000 yards. It doesn't matter. He finds his way. But, like, that's even a guy. He plays almost 40 plays in this game, and it's like, okay, what did he really do to help you in this contest? And, again, like that's a guy that's been a great pro, and he's probably a great presence in the locker room. But, again, it's another weapon that when you watch the tape, it's not where it once was. And look, it makes a lot of sense. He's played a long time. But it's almost like you can only get one of the receivers at a time. Like it's either Rashid Shaheed has a big day or it's Chris Olave. You don't dare get both at the same time. And God knows you're not getting anything from your third or your fourth receivers. And even everybody's favorite camp guy, Mason Tipton, he plays a handful of plays. He's not going to do anything for you either. And so, like, that's another problem. You can't have two guys at the same time, it feels like, step up and make plays.
JT O'Sullivan, he's played for the he's a backup at the Saints. Like
he was a teammate of mine. Yeah, I know JT. Yeah,
like he's awesome at what he does. Like I love watching his videos. He did one on Rattler, and look, this is a rebuilding team. Like so, it should be young guys, like people that are going into the system. He's going through. He's like, is that Brandon Cooks? Like he's still in the league. Like you shouldn't be this. Or is he still in the league team when you're rebuilding? Like. That's something you should be doing, like, you know, oh, man, like the Seahawks got that, like, oh, old savvy vet. That makes sense. Like, you shouldn't be the wow, he's still sticking around, huh? Like, that shouldn't be where you're at if you're the Saints.
I can see JT doing that. Like, oh, that's Brandon Cooks? He's still
the guy that shoots the arrows? Shoots the bow and arrow?
I know. That's actually it's a really good point. Last one before we let you go, and I know it's been all offensive talk. I know the defense has issues. We'll catch up on that next week because the offense has more issues than Vogue. What do you do now that Kendre Miller is going to be out for the year? What does that rotation look like? Is it going to be Devin Neal, in your opinion? Do they bring someone else in to try to help out AK?
I think it'll probably be a lot of Devin Neal. I think it'll be a lot of Velus Jones. At least Devin Neal can, like, pass protect a little bit. Like, you're seeing nice some of that. The other guys aren't really doing it. Speaking of the run defense or the defense, man, they allowed 133 yards before contact in that game. Like, that's probably more than a lot of teams. It's 3 times more than the Saints rushed for. Just like, man, the defense is just bad.
Say that stat again. 133 yards
before contact.
Before contact. Well, yes. It's man. Come on, man.
I knew it was pretty
it's
bad.
Insane.
Because I'd done the stats. I knew that it was 6.5 yards per carry to running backs. Now I know it's a little bit lower when you add in like Caleb. 6.5 yards per carry to the running backs.
Like absolutely crazy. Like and you know you have the coverage breaks the week before the run defense ain't working. Like there's something kind of broken here. And again, like if you got young quarterbacks, whatever one's in there, kind of hard to succeed. Like you got to keep them in these games because, like, look, I mean, they're developing. You can't ask Rattler and Chuck to be throwing you back in games. Like it's just not. It's not going to work like that. You got to see it sometimes, but like, I just don't. They just aren't. They aren't those guys, and a lot of guys aren't early on in their career. Like you got to grow into that. So you got to at least be like sound there and not have these like big breaks and giving up 15-yard runs and 12-yard runs and a guy dragging 7 people down to the 1-yard line. Like. It's just it's a tough way to play. I think there's a lot bad in that last game, but that was the thing that people should like really be screaming about, not the quarterback competition that may or may not lead to an answer.
Yes, that's actually a great point. All right, I swear, last one on the way out. A lot of trade rumors around the Saints because of where they're at and rebuilding and veteran players. We've heard it all. Do you think the Saints make any significant move to let go of some of these veteran players we've seen play for the Saints for a long time?
Yeah, I do. I think some of their names are out there, and they're kind of being shopped around and seeing what the market is and whether they want to leave or not. I still kind of circle like Pete Werner maybe is the most likely guy to go though. And I know that's probably not who you're referring to, but
no. I mean,
I think you kind
of sure his rotation has changed. It looks like in almost like getting ready to make the move.
Yeah, I mean, exactly that. Like, I think it's telling, and I think it's telling you where they want to go. They want to get Stutzman on the field. Makes sense. Got to try to go a little bit younger. I think Werner probably has a little bit of trade value, and you get rid of that contract. It isn't the worst thing in the world. And the fact that you'd probably take on. Well, you would take on some dead money, but I think that gets you back a better pick because you'd be cheap for the acquiring team. So that's kind of the guy that you want to look to move because you might actually get like a good asset. Like if you're trading like DeMario or Cam, you're probably getting a late round pick just from like where they're at in their careers. I think AK made himself untradeable last week. So yeah, I mean, I expect to see a couple things here. Look, and again, like this Olave thing, I think you keep an eye on it because like if they can't get to somewhere with that negotiation, all of a sudden you're staring down and it's like, hey, like what do we do here? So that's not one that I think is completely put to bed yet either.
All right, there he is, our guy, Nick Underhill.
Noted nice guy, Nick Underhill.
Football, nice guy. Just a great guy.
Great personality.
Football is the website. I mean, has the Saints covered from every single angle. Nick, we appreciate the time as always, brother.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.